2 miles and a furlong for the Carlisle Racecourse Open National Hunt Flat Race. Looks like Western Walk's going to line up in front rank with Snowy Evening and Maximilian here. Looks like the market leaders will be on the premises. That's it, they're off, they're racing for the finale. And Snowy Evening is first to begin as they head through the early stages in the white jacket with a silver disc, horse and a noseband. Leads up by just over a length to Western Walk in the blue and white chevron to the inside. Maximilian out deep in the mauve jacket with the black chevrons on the sleeves and a black cap. Horse also nosebanded. Tucked in behind them in fourth place is Hard Iron in the silver and blue stripes with the red cap. And then Cowboy Cooper a little bit deeper in the yellow jacket with the blue sleeves and cap is followed through towards the back of the field by Dungeon Brook. Also racing well towards the back of the field is Clear White Light, and Sage Blur is the overall back marker. And Nathan Mosscrop would have him only about 6 or 7 off the leader, which is Snowy Evening, as they race towards the foot of the hill for the first time. So about to begin the climb back towards us. And up front it's Snowy Evening and Craig Nicol in front by just over a length to Maximilian and Brian Hughes racing second. Western Walk and Keith Donoghue close up in third place, racing just in advance of Hard Iron. Behind that one, racing a little bit deeper, Cowboy Cooper in the centre. That one's followed through by Dungeon Brook towards the far side. Second last, a race is Clear White Lights, and the overall back marker is Sage Blur in the red and yellow colours. So up the hill they come, heading back towards us for the first time. Just over a circuit to travel in this Carlisle Racecourse Open National Hunt Flat Race. And Snowy Evening just setting a steady gallop. Shows the way by about a length to Maximilian towards the near side, and over on the far side tucking in third is Western Walk. They're followed by Hard Iron, who's about 3 lengths off the leader in fourth place. Dungeon Brook behind him, the white jacket with the black braces to the inside, and then out deep Cowboy Cooper. Between those horses races Clear White Light in the black and blue hoops with the striped sleeves and the red cap, and Sage Blur continues in the rear of the 8-runner field. Right on the top turn then, and swinging the right-handed turn to head down the hill on the far side of the course. And going past the halfway point, and up front, no change. Still Snowy Evening, in front by about a length and a half. Western Walk towards the inside, continues to race close up to, so too Maximilian, who's racing just a little bit deeper out. And they're followed by Hard Iron, who's still centre pack. And then towards the inside, Dungeon Brook is next in the field, racing with Cowboy Cooper. Behind those, no movers yet from Clear White Light or from Sage Blur. And now they begin to take the rise towards their starting position over on the far side. Snowy Evening then, back inside the final 7 furlongs or so, by a length and a half to Maximilian out wide of Western Walk. Not much to choose between those two, sharing second. Hard Iron right in behind those, racing in fourth place, and then deeper out Cowboy Cooper. Dungeon Brook just a little bit worse than centre field. Couple of lengths back to Clear White Light, who's just getting a bit of a squeeze from Joe Anderson on that climb. And still at the back is Sage Blur. So racing towards the end of the backstretch and racing towards the top of the hill. They'll start this long swooping right-handed turn shortly to head back down the hill. And it's still Snowy Evening, who's yet to be headed. Still in front by about a length and a half to Maximilian, racing to the outside of Western Walk. Neck back on a neck behind the Western Walk on the inside, and then behind that one races Hard Iron. They're followed through deeper out by Cowboy Cooper, trying to make up a little bit of ground for Bruce Lynn. Pace quickening all the while here as they go to the foot of the hill. They're inside the final half mile. Sage Blur just getting a bit outpaced towards the back. Dungeon Brook's under pressure towards the back, so too Clear White Light. But up the hill they come. It's Snowy Evening still there by a length and a half to Maximilian giving chase in second. Western Walk is coming under a ride in third. That's followed through in fourth by Hard Iron. Then Cowboy Cooper trying to stay with them. Up the hill they come, back inside the final 2 furlongs. Snowy Evening being tackled by Maximilian. Behind that one, near side trying to run on is Hard Iron. Clear White Lights trying to get going late. Western Walk between those horses. Up front still Snowy Evening, bidding to see them off from the front. They go inside the final furlong. Maximilian working really hard to get up sides. Inside the final half furlong they come. Maximilian's just about hit the frontier for Brian Hughes. Snowy Evening can't respond in second. Racing up towards the line. Maximilian will give Donald McCain a treble and Brian Hughes a double. Maximilian's won it to Snowy Evening in second. Western Walk for third. They finished in front of Clear White Light and Hard Iron.
Well, a lot of the money might well have been for Western Walk, but it was Maximilian and that deadly duo, Donald McCain and Brian Hughes, who land a treble for the trainer and a double for the jockey, and 176 for the season for Brian Hughes and 132 for Donald McCain. So Maximilian just overhauling Snowy Evening, who tried to repel all challenges all the way up the straight, but finishes second, and Western Walk finishes third, and fourth was Clear White Light, and the field just spread out in the last couple of furlongs, thinned out, but that's 3 out of 3 for Maximilian. And as they say about Night Salute, you can only beat what turns up, an unbeaten horse, Mark.
Yeah, it's a good performance carrying his penalty. The race has been dominated by 2 former Irish pointers. Maximilian, he'd won his race, he'd won a bump around here last time out. Good performance by the second. Snowy Evening, he cost 110 grand, having been second in an Irish point, and the pair of them pulled clear inside that final third. They've had a good set too, but it's a horse with a penalty, just wears down Snowy Evening late on. Front 2 pulled nicely clear. Nice bit of race riding from Brian Hughes. I thought turning in, he just kept Keith Donoghue locked in on that home turn. I don't think it made any difference ultimately, but it's a good bit of riding, making sure he got first run on that one. But Western Walk couldn't go with the front 2 anyway.
And the second was just